Hello everyone, welcome back to my jbird. And we have another cool game for you. This is the cool, and I'm in white, and we're calling this Donna's jbird multi-tower nightbird hidden system. And wait till you see this game. Now I did use the arrows and assistance, but like I said, I chose it. I built this opening, and I played it out the way I wanted to play it out. And this is how it goes. Check this out. I go D4. You know how I like to build these centerpieces like this. I have a game before I started creating this one with a 2100 with no assistance and help whatsoever. It was a tower, I called it. But anyway, let's get on with this. D4, D5, E3. And I used to call this the steps, but now it's going to be the tower. After E3, F6, bishop up, D3, G6, D2. And right here is Donna's jbird. Since normally if the queen was here, you see, I only did one more move than I normally do with the pawn push. And then putting the bishop up here, and then putting the two bishops like this. Normally it's one pawn push or going to Donna's bird, which would be the queen would be here, the bishop and queen side by side. But since it's going up like a tower, this is called the Donna's jbird. Okay, now let's continue on. Let's see this whole thing in action, because it goes in multi-towers in the same situation here. After D2, G7, knighty up, E2. Now we're into the knight's bird, but this is the knight's bird's hidden in the tower here. Okay. After E2, C6, C3. Look at this. The night bird's all over here in a swivel. Look at this. And a traverse even. After C3, castle, H3, E5. I take E5 because I don't want to spoil the tower. I'm trying to hold this tower and play this game this way. This is my whole idea. This is what I wanted to do. The program didn't teach me how to do this. I did this. After D5 takes, E5 takes. I go F4. And this move here is a really good move. I did some blitz games a day and built the tower and got the knight here and start using my tower. So after F4, D3 takes. D3 takes. Look, now this is the knight's bird tower. See, this is why it's the Donna's jbird multi-tower nightbird hidden system. So we had the nightbird in here, but now we used it. We came back, and now it's in a nightbird tower. This is multi-towers going on here. Okay, after D3, E4, I put the knight back up there. After F4, he goes D6. I take C5. He goes C6. I bring it back, C3. E8. I brought it back into the tower again. The system is working. See how I'm trying to keep the knights to do this dancing around here like this, and I hold the tower. This is like the third one now. After D3, G5, queenie up, F3 to defend. He goes C4. Here again, I hold the tower again. I bring the rookie over and hold the tower up again with D1. Take C3. C3, I take, and I think at that time it wanted me to take it this way. No, I'm holding the tower. I can hold this, so I'm holding it. I went this way. I choose this. It wanted me to do something else. I only took it that I thought it was good for me to benefit me. So after C3 takes, he goes F5. I castle the safety. I knew right then and then we're gonna get. He's gonna bring his rook over. Watch. D8. Now I have to break it down. C1. E4. G4. He goes A5. Knight over B4. F5. H4. C5. F3. Takes B3. Takes B4. I take E4. D1 takes. D1 takes. Look at this. Look at this situation here. This is awesome. I'm in better hidden away with my king than he is. He's opened up too much. After D1, E5, I take F5. He takes C3. It didn't want me to take this. It had me wanting to push this up. Why am I going to do that? You keep with the attack. After C3, I G6. Takes G6. A4. Save the pawn. C5. Rookie down. D8. Everything's protected. D8 takes. D8 takes. That's a check. F7. B8. Everything's defended. F6. Takes. B7. D6. I have to go back. The queen's going to come here. We have to go back here. B5. E6. E2. C6. A5. C4. Bring the king up. F2 on my terms. Trade. H4. G1. C4. Bring the king up to my terms. F2. F2. H4. Check. F1. F6. G1. D8. Got to save the pawn. A6. B6. And that costing him the game right here. My chance to get this bishop out and get it over here. This is all protected. Look at this. After A3, B1, F2, check stop B6, bishop F8, F7, H6, B4, and F4. This is game right here. At this moment, I knew I was going to win the game and it's going to be over. After F4, he goes E6. I'm trading. Nope. E5 takes. E5 takes. D3. H4. E2. H5. F1. E6. Loses another pawn. C3. He's got too much going against him here in this situation. My situation with my pawns are setting right. His ain't nowhere. Nope. We trade all our pieces down. You see what I'm saying? How that pawn push over there earlier. We'll go back over there. C3. And the one pawn push here. Look at this. D5. A5. Check. He walked right into it. D6. Takes H5. Takes H5. F2. And this is all me no matter what. I'm just running over here. After F2. E6. G3. F7. H4. E6. Takes H5. D5. G4. E5. F3. I want to keep everything. I'm keeping everything. D5. G4. E6. H4. E5. C3. D5. King up. F4. C4. E4. B5. F5. Takes E6. H5. B5. H6. A5. H7. C4. Queenie. B3. G5. A4. G6. B2. C4 check. B3. C5. C4. He chases me. Nope. C6. D3. C7. C2. And queen. Since he chased me, I took that one all the way up. After the C8, B1, C3, A3, B3, C1. And that's game. Let's go back over this quick. Look at this game. The Donna's Jaybird multi-tower Nightbird hidden system. I'd like to perfect this opening in any game. I don't care what ELO. This is cool. I like this. And it goes like this. You start building your tower. Because he wanted a castle on this side, it gave me an opportunity to build this thing. And I guess that was key. And it looks like this. I think somehow the knight would be over here and the pawn would be here, be a complete one, but it's not. Well, this could be considered to be complete too, but. And see, this pawn and this pawn is something else. Usually it's the knight over the crown and not over the king. But it worked out. The tower worked out this way. And the game goes on like this. I got to take because it's not cool. You're pinning your piece and you have to take it. Knighty up. My idea, look, if he takes, we're going to use this. We do have a pawn. We still hold a tower there, still with the center like that. All right. Game went on like this. I used that knight, brought it right back. It might have said use the pawn. I don't know. And then maybe you push, you jump back. Nope, I'm not doing that. I want to hold the tower. I went back up again. And I take with this pawn. He threatened me. I went back. Went back into the tower again. Nope. I like this. This works perfect, I guess, with this situation like this. He ain't got much to deal with. Brought the queen up and held the tower together like this. Everything's defended. He takes, I didn't take that way. I hold the tower. I castle. I still hold the tower. Now, it has to come down because I'm going to lose on that deal. And the game went like this. I mean, look at this. Everything's defended. And it told me not to even take that pawn there. But I did. I'm going in. No way. Defend that pawn. And what can he do? No checks can be done. He takes. I get to check. And now you're out in the open. He moves here. I guess there's more danger for him. He's out in the open. Now I have to get back here because of this. Because of this check, I'd have to run down here. And look, he would get the check too. Look at that. Game goes on. I came back. I want to trade my terms. Trade my terms. Nope. Getting kind of frustrated there. And I had my opportunity right there to get that bishop out. And that was the icing on the cake right there. That was it. Getting that bishop out of there. Loses another pawn, and that was it. It's all downhill from here. No way. My assistance of my own brain playing this game and seeing the arrows and picking and choosing is better than any program. No. But like I said, I got to have the confidence to see these arrows and pick and choose and do it. And this is how the game went. Like this. And that's it. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. And we're going to go back to remembering 1976 and 1977 with no arrows and assistance. And we're going to give this a break for a while. Thanks for stopping by.